It is interesting to witness people who cannot function without despair. The art of observing and not absorbing. It is an art form to be able to have an awareness of all of the things happening around you and inside of you and not become overwhelmed, not become emotionally dysregulated. And that phrase is being used much more often because there's a growing awareness of like emotional regulation and emotional dysregulation. You're going to fluctuate if you're a human being. I'm not saying that you will always be regulated, but to always be dysregulated is something that you should trace. As I have more and more conversations with women, in particularly around the changes that are happening in this country and the changes that are happening in the world, I am shocked, honestly shocked, by how committed, how loyal, and how aligned women are with narratives that are rooted in trauma, pain, rage, and fear. And they are not only expressing the emotions, they will argue with you, battle with you, if you dare to offer them something positive, more whole, more peace centered to focus on. They are offended that you will not sit with them in their fear, in their trauma, in their pain, and in their rage. And I, even as an empowerment professional, am enforcing my boundaries around not tolerating your wounds like you will. I actually am moved by the healing. I actually prefer to be around people who are able to train their brain and their heart and their focus on positive things. And when you get to a space where no matter what, all you can find is negative, I believe that there is a mental and emotional health crisis. I think that something is out of balance. If all you can see is gloom and negativity, because the reality, the truth is, it's not all bad. Everyday life will deliver positive, negative, a range of experiences. All information is neutral until we assign it meaning. What are the meanings you're assigning to what you're looking at, and why? And how does it actually serve you? And how does it serve others? I am a realist. I don't live in la la land. I'm very practical in my perspective of life and how I handle the affairs of my life. But sometimes people assume that being able to focus on the positive of life means that you're not a realist. But I dare challenge that and say the people who can only see the negative are unrealistic, because it's not that black and white. And there are shades of gray. And the reality is everybody gets to decide where they land in their truth and live it. But I am concerned about women I am interacting with and have served through my work and all of that. And they're so easily triggered, so easily sensationalized. They don't have the intellectual bandwidth to have a high level conversation without being in despair and depression and distraught. Are y'all okay? Are you okay? Some of you need to master the art of observing and not absorbing, because there are people who will absolutely manipulate, use, and leverage the ways in which you are unable to have emotional discipline. They will capitalize off of it. They'll make good money off of what you're not able to recognize about the value of your energy, the value of your attention, and the value of your emotions. Be careful what you align yourself with in this season, whether you are ready to see, acknowledge, respect, and appreciate change or not. The world as we know it is changing. This country as we know it is changing. And it is simply unwise to resist the obvious, which is that the way things have been is not okay. And it is time to heal everything.